Today, we're going to be cooking up some mussels, and I love mussels. And normally, how I cook mussels is just steam them, fry them up with some onion and some mushrooms. But today, we're going to be using a recipe from an old cookbook. It's traditional recipes from Atlantic Canada. Looks like a lot, but trust me, the time you take some out of the shell, it's not going to be as much as you think it is. So I'm also going to make a cream sauce. Just a little cream sauce, a garlic cream sauce to go along with it. Now this is something different, something other than the traditional recipe, but if you want to add that cream sauce to the dish, then you can go ahead. Today is a miserable day outside. It's the first official snowfall of the season, and it is horrible. And I know overnight, once this freezes, we're supposed to get some more rain. It's just going to be a mess in the morning when I'm going to work very early in the morning. So we're going to get these mussels in the pot and get them steaming right away. It's only about 6 to 8 minutes and they'll be ready to be shucked. So we're going to let them cool after while we're making the cream sauce. Better take this with me. Mother might get upset. Wouldn't want to be dumping it all over the place. Mom don't like mussels. So we got our timer set for about 8 minutes. We're going to get a bunch of garlic ready, and we're going to do the garlic sauce. We're going to let everything cool down before we start shucking everything. Okay, let's chop up our onion. I want to chop this very small. We're going to get this into our cast iron. It's a lot of onion. For a small dish, that's a lot of onion, but that's okay. We want to cook this right down, kind of caramelize our onion. That's our goal, is to caramelize it. I'm going to dice up this garlic. Now for the mussel bake, you put 4 cloves of garlic in the pan that you're using to bake it with. But instead we're going to put some in with the onion. We're going to caramelize our onion. I want the onions cooked really well for this dish, because I'm going to put the onion, or put this sauce as the base for the bake. It's going to be in the bottom of the pan, and I want everything cooked really well, like a beautiful sauce. If you want to use garlic powder, you can do that as well. So this is just for the sauce, just for the sauce. Sauce, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and some avocado oil. So I had some avocado oil. Take a few minutes for that to heat up. Now we're going to cut up some bacon. And this is going in each one of those little little dishes for our bake. We'll see how much bacon we need. It's just very thin bacon, that's for sure. And this goes over the top of our mussels. So the bake itself is very simple. You're just putting some butter in each one of those pans, and you pour in your shucked mussels. You put some bacon over the top, and you sprinkle cheese over the top of that. So it's a very simple dish. And we're going to make a cream sauce for one. So we're going to do a very basic, traditional mussels bake. I know there's a lot of different ways of cooking mussels. There's also a recipe for using Newfoundland bear, kitty vitty bear. And it's pretty much the same as the wine. It's called the drunken mussels. And a lot of people uses white wine. Some uses red wine. And cooks their mussels that way. Fries them out. I've never done it that way either. But I know it's good. The key is let the wine simmer until you got that harsh smell. That evaporates, then you got a good base for your mussels. How much is too much bacon? I don't know. But I think this sauce is going to be perfect because I went and got some fresh homemade bread. And I think that's nice to soak up the sauce with the bread. Oh yeah, they're done. They are done. You still got a few left. You can see the color starting to turn, starting to brown. That's what we're looking for. So we have some half and half, I guess. Some cream and milk. We're gonna add about a cup. We're gonna move that off the heat there in a second. We're gonna grab some broth. I had the broth as well. Cup of broth. Cups of broth. Bring that back to a boil, and then we're going to add we're going to add some cornstarch. Can't find Mom's shaker, so we're just going to add a couple spoonfuls and stir it up. See what happens. So if you get any clumps, just get a whisk. Just go in there and keep going with it. So get it to a boil and just pour in your cornstarch and broth mixture. Just enough broth to mix up the cornstarch. We want to thicken this like a gravy. And see that? Just like that. Just like that. And we got a beautiful sauce for our mussels. So we only used about a medium to large onion, diced small. We use 6 cloves of garlic. You can use 4 if you want. We use 2 cups of chicken broth, a cup of cream, milk mixture, like half and half. And then we use 4 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch into about a 1/4 cup of broth. You can use vegetable broth, chicken broth, whatever broth you want to make this creamy sauce. Let's get this off the heat. Gonna take a while to shuck them. And then you'll realize that there's not a lot of mussels, not a lot of meat to it. So when you pick up a big bag, you think, oh, that's gonna be a lot. Well, not really. Not really. You gotta sample them as you go and make sure that they're all cooked properly. These are so delicious. Time's all said and done, we might only have enough for 1 dish. But either way, we got lots of sauce. So we're gonna make this the traditional way. And then the sauce is just something extra if you wanted to make. Nice to have a little bit of sauce there for your bread. Just give it a little extra flavor. You know, this is not something we had growing up. I can't remember mussels ever being cooked in the house. So the smell of mussels cooking doesn't bring back any memories to me. It's not like stuffed squid or fried squid. That brings memories back to grandmother's. So there's connection with squid with me, and that's why I love it so much. But when it comes to mussels, no, I only started eating mussels later in life. And I love all shellfish, at least all the shellfish that I've tried. So you can add some butter. We're going to add some avocado oil instead to both. What you want to do is you grease your pan. So we're going to divide the mussels in half, basically. Just spread out your mussels. We're going to add some pepper to this as well. Our second dish, we're going to add the cream sauce, which is thickened up real nicely. Smells incredible with the garlic and the onion. So we're just going to put this beautiful cream sauce on the bottom. We're going to dump in the rest of our mussels. We're going to add bacon, uncooked bacon to both. Oh, the smell of the bacon right now with the mussels, it's going to be incredible. We're going to get a little bit of onion on our traditional one on top. We're not going to put any on our creamy sauce one, just on our traditional. And you want it small because you want it to cook easily. There we go. That should be good. Now it calls for some cheddar, but we have some marble cheese. Calls for some on the top. Let's get the cheese on our traditional. They said just sprinkle some cheese on. Don't know really how much. I don't think it's supposed to be a lot. So we won't put a lot this time. All right. We won't smother in cheese. How does that look? Just sprinkle some on top. Really don't want to overdo it. But how much cheese is too much? How much is not enough? I think that's going to be doing it too. Because we want that bacon to cook. It says cover it and bake. So we're on the home stretch. Now we got to cover these and bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes till that bacon is cooked. And I'm probably going to remove the covers just to get a little crust on the cheese towards the end. I might put it on broil for a few minutes. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Now this is your traditional. It's pretty basic. Just your mussels, your bacon, your onion, your cheese. And with that, it's going to be delicious. Because if you love mussels, it's going to be delicious. Even mussels just out of the shell, delicious. So sometimes less is better. Now this one's creamy garlic sauce, of course, going to be delicious, but different. You're going to have a lot more flavors. So you're not going to get that entire taste of the mussel like you would in a more basic recipe. So both are going to be delicious. Both are different. We'll see which one I prefer. Let's get this in the oven. We're going to keep it on covered so the bacon can cook. I'm going to put it in for 20 minutes on 375. Bacon, onion, mussels, cheese. Look at that. We'll give that a try. That is really good. That is really good. It is definitely different. Don't worry, I'm the only one eating this. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I think we did it right. Didn't overdo it with the cheese. Bacon gives that smoky flavor. A little more salt. Cheese, of course, beautiful. Don't notice a lot of the onion, even though we did sprinkle a lot on there, but you're getting that flavor as well. That is probably one of my new favorite mussels dish. Definitely going to be doing this a lot more because it's very simple, very basic. There's nothing, ingredients you're going to have in your fridge. You're going to have an onion, you're going to have some cheese. Just got to pick up some mussels, and we don't have a pack of bacon in the freezer. This was beautiful. I enjoy this. Can't wait to try the creamy dish. I might like this better. We'll see. Because we got some fresh bread, homemade bread. This is nice. I really like this. This is really good. The question, the big question. Did we need the sauce? Did we need the sauce? Oh, that was another burn on the arm. Just touched it. Here, Summer. That will certainly show up soon. So guys, let's try this creamy, well, that's very hot. So let's see, can I not burn myself again? Look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Look at those mussels covered in sauce. Turn this around. Look at that. Look at that. You got the bacon, cheese, sauce, got lots of onion, garlic, and the steam coming from that is crazy. This is very hot, but looks incredible. Which is going to be better? Which one would I prefer? The traditional or the traditional 2.0? Let's see. It looks incredible. That's amazing. Wow. Wow. That sauce on the bottom, creamy, thick, lots of garlic, but not too much. Beautiful onion flavor. Beautiful onion flavor. And it's not where the onion is sauteed, cut up real small. You're not getting a crunch from the onion. You don't even know the onion is there. And that's what I wanted. That is incredible. But which is better? I honestly can't choose. Both is very delicious. Very delicious. It's the first time that I've cooked mussels this way. It's always been just fried up in the pan after they're boiled with some onion, mushrooms. That's it. This is a game changer. You got your traditional way that I didn't even know they cooked these mussels years ago like this. And then, of course, I added some creamy sauce to the bottom. Both very delicious. Can't go wrong either way. If you didn't want to do the extra work of making that sauce, stick with the traditional way. It is amazing. It is delicious. The smokiness from the bacon. You're not overpowered by any of this cream. You're getting full flavored off the mussels along with that smoky, with a bit of the cheese, the onion flavor. Add a bit of garlic to it. Very delicious. Very delicious. And of course this one, you have the extra cream, the extra sauce. Both are winners. I'm telling you, this was incredible. I mean, look at that sauce. Beautiful, beautiful. And those mussels. Delicious. Can't go wrong. Either one. Absolutely. Both incredible, incredible recipes. And you know, a lot of times when I do a recipe and I give the review at the end, you're just tasting it for a couple minutes. But because both had to be cooked separately, I had time to savor the traditional way of cooking baked mussels, or mussels bake, whatever way you want to describe it. I had time for it to sit, savor, taste it again, and I'm in love with it. I'm in love with that recipe. It is amazing. Absolutely delicious. Something that I'm going to be making quite a bit when I have mussels. Instead of, you know, not saying it's the boring way of just mushrooms, onion, and mussels, but this is a little more exciting. You got those extra flavors. It is extremely good. And the sauce one, if you got time, put together a quick sauce and you can't go wrong. Definitely can't go wrong. Beautiful side dishes. It's definitely one of my new favorites, both of them. I can't pick which one is better. I honestly can't. Both are delicious, and when you got more time, make the sauce. And even if you got more time and you want to go traditional way, it's a hit. Both are amazing. I can't believe how good these two recipes are. Side by side, both winners. If you enjoyed this video, check out the one over here, and we'll see you in our next video.